Fast and cool. I can promise you cool. I don't know about fast. We'll see how fast it's going. My name is Dave Springer from Mobile Labs, or MRL in short. I'd like to give you a little brief on our company. We've been around since mid-2009 with only 3 employees. We're an actual bootstrap. We haven't received any investments to date, and we've been profitable since day one. We have deployments in 3 continents, North America, Europe, and Korea. Yes, I know that Korea is not a continent. And we have the largest deployments of their kind in the world. B2B, we do business with multi-billion-dollar companies. I'll let you in on a little secret. The smaller companies simply can't afford our services, and that's something that I'm going to touch base on a bit later. One of those multi-billion-dollar companies dragged us through a very rigorous technological and IP due diligence, which we passed, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be doing business with that company. We just last week, 2 weeks ago, completed an acquisition of an American company named Media Guide, which complements many of our capabilities, so congratulations are in order. And currently we're 17 people in Israel and America. What do we know how to do? MRL knows how to measure consumers' exposure to media anytime, anywhere, with the use of their mobile device. This can be a cellular phone or any other mobile device. What we do is we open up the microphone periodically, take a sample, a snapshot, and extract key features from within the audio and send only those features back to a server side. Now, there are a few reasons why we do that. One key reason is, of course, to keep privacy. Even we cannot reconstruct the original audio from those features. And so we're able to understand media exposure to television, to internet, to radio, anything with an audio component. And that's in or out of the house, of course, anytime, anywhere. What we bring to the table in the way of capabilities is audio matching technology, watermarking technology, watermarking sometimes called encoding. Broadcasters might inject a signal into the broadcast, which is inaudible to human ears, and then you can trace that on the other side, ad recognition, and now with the newly purchased Media Guide, we also have media capturing sites and capabilities. What does that mean? Somebody has to compare the information coming in from the field, from the cellular devices, mobile devices, to reference feeds. In other words, if I want to understand exposure to Fox, CNN, or NBC, I need those feeds to come into my server site, and that's what that means. Who requires our technology? Basically, the market research domain, social networking, media, advertising, these are huge, huge domains. I can give you an example in the market research domain within which we are very deeply related. Within those $35 billion annual, about $11 billion annual is for something called panel research. Panel research is market research companies creating panels of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people tracking their media consumption. And out of those $11 billion, $3 to $3.5 billion are spent on supporting technologies. That's us. Our current business, as mentioned, we measure cross-platform exposure, software as a service. We actually are very deep into the market research domain, specifically panel research, and our business is with multi-billion-dollar companies, huge companies that every one of us know about, and the contracts that we receive are recurring. They're multi-annual. In other words, contracts that we have since 2010 are ongoing even today and will be continuing for the next few years. A bit of our financials. I'm sorry if this is business-oriented. Here, the numbers pretty much speak for themselves. 2009, 10, 11, very impressive. 2012 already booked $4.1 million, and and we hope to close up to $5 million by the end of the year. You must remember that some of these figures are from recurring contracts from previous years. 2013 already booked $11 million, $14 million are planned, and this is without any initial or additional investment. This is from organic growth. So the business evolution, we started out as licensing and services, software as a service to those multi-billion-dollar companies. Basically, they are the ones that have the capabilities. They have huge server locations, IT departments, and we basically have no hardware. So we deploy our service upon those servers. Nowadays, we're implementing the new capabilities that we have alongside media guides capabilities, and we're also expanding into the cloud. What that means, and that leads up to the next steps, that almost anybody can use our services because they'll be on the cloud. They don't necessarily need a server side, a heavy server side. Wow. So the next big step is basically conquering the market research domain, grabbing the long tail. That means there are many companies that can't afford our service. We need to put in place the infrastructure and the tools so that they can use our technology, and then we will dominate the market research domain. The quantum leap is basically expanding past the market research domain into advertising, entertainment, etc., which are very huge markets. So the next big step, we would probably create APIs, web-based tools, SDKs. We would establish databases that anybody could tap into, obviously for a price. This would all lead to market research domination. So if now you have these huge companies that all of which either know about us or are doing business with us, grabbing the long tail will enable us to dominate the market research domain. So the quantum leap is aimed towards expanding past the market research domain and grabbing a serious hold onto the advertising, entertainment, and consumer domains, being a one-stop shop for understanding consumer media exposure and behavior. Also, creating databases that are invaluable assets, basically becoming the hub for serving all of these galaxies, so to speak. Use of proceeds, this is in order to implement the next big step, we would need $6 million, and the quantum leap, $20 million. And I thank you. Anybody wanting to understand a little more about the technology, I'll be happy to answer questions later. So,
Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let me thank you. Mobile Research Labs. We want to know more. We want to see more. And we want you to be the best company in Israel. So
definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.